YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install an aux cable for a Suzuki SX4. I've gotten these instructions off of SX4 forums, and basically there wasn't a video, so I'm going to go ahead and create one based on those instructions. I've analyzed them, and hopefully this video will help you visualize what you need to do. So first thing, some of the parts that you need to get are these cables. The cables are, what are they? CD-ROM cables. I had to get 2 of them. Sometimes they come in together. These ends are what you're looking for, these black ends right here. When you get them brand new, this is what they look like. They have clips to hold on to whatever the component is, but we're gonna have to turn them into this, which is we're gonna shave off the sides, and so it can work for our project. So the next thing you want to have is go to Radio Shack and buy some of these. These are 1.5 kilo ohms, half watt resistors. We're going to need these. The package is about $1.50 for 5 of them. You're only going to need 1 for this project. Another thing you want to buy from Radio Shack is this 1/8 stereo phone jack. It's model or item number 274-0246. This is what it looks like. Here's the back side. There's the skew for all of you that need the skew. Again, you can pick these up at Radio Shack. This costs about $3.50. Alright, let's see what else do we need. That's about it for this portion. So we're gonna go ahead and shave off these parts. There we go, smooth. Got that nubs off. Don't forget the back side, they also have nubs. You want to get this smooth as possible. This is going to fit in the back of your stereo. I'll show you later where exactly. So they should look like, both together, smooth as can be. Now on the SX4 forum, the picture illustrates that the guy cuts it right here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to use the entire length of the cable and use it for my connection to the aux port. So I got my cables here. We'll go ahead and cut these tips off. Try to keep them the same length. Don't need these ends. Okay. For this next portion, I want to do something slightly different from what the instructions on the internet say. And what I'm going to do is rearrange these cables and to, rearrange the cables in order to fit the wiring diagram according to the head unit. So what you want to do is separate these from the plastic piece by pressing down with a sharp object. I am using this knife. We're going to puncture right through one of these little clips, and we're going to press down on each one of these until they're loose, and then we can just slightly jerk these out, slide them out as so. There you go, and pull them out, and then we'll rearrange them and according to the diagram that I found online. Okay guys, this is the site that I used for the cable diagram. Here it is. It's clubsx4.com forum/show thread, page number 595. Anyway, so here, as you can see, is the color diagram that you'll need for the cables. This is the image of the head unit on the back, and I am going to rearrange these cables in a fashion where it kind of corresponds with that. So here we go, moving on back to the cables. When you guys pull out this cable from the receiver, it's going to bend down the piece of metal, which is right here. It's a little tab that holds it in place. So what you want to do is take one of these razors and try to prop it up. It'll be a lot easier for you. I found that this is much easier than trying to do it with a screwdriver or a knife. So what you want to do is just try to pick up these tabs and place them in a way. There we go. So it'll be ready when you shove it back in there, and it'll hold again, like there. Ta-da! Just like that. Do this for all your cables, and this should be good to go. So now that my clips are ready to go to be inserted, I'm going to use this diagram on this site right here to insert these correctly. So for example, the top row is kind of like taking this black piece, and I'm only going to put the cables in this fashion. Then you would take the other one, for those that need help. Seeing and visualizing it, you're going to stack them on top. So top row is going to be these wires on top, and bottom row is going to be these colors on the bottom. Okay, and before you insert these clips, make sure there is a back side and a front side to these. The side you don't want to shove the wires through has the most plastic, and the ones that you do want to shove the wires through do not have the most plastic. So you right here is open. This is the front side. This is the actual part that's going to be going inside of the unit. So here's the open part. Here's the slightly closed part. So these are going to be facing that way, and this is going to be facing that way. And you will insert your cables according to that diagram right below. Okay. Alright guys, so check it out. I finished rewiring my cable, custom wiring. So basically I took one of the shields, or one of the caps, and used for my top row this purple one, which is the headphone plug tip. I turned it into the red one, and for the blue one is my resistor, which I'll cut up later here and apply my resistors. So and the other two are blank, they're null, no connection, so I left that blank. So for my second row, which is the bottom row right here, at the bottom, I used 3 cables. If you look right here, you see the green one. This one there is no plug, and here's my plug. It has no cable in it. So for the white cord, or let's see, blue here on the screen for the resistor, which is the same white as on the other side. It doesn't really matter if they match colors, but as long as you can keep it mapped in your brain, that's great. So the white one is going to be my resistor. The yellow one, according to this diagram, will be my this is annoying. The yellow one will be headphone plug shield, which is black. Typically all grounds are black, so I decided to use the black one. And for the other tip, which is the red one, the headphone plug, use that red one. So basically that's it, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wire them up, run the resistor, and that's it. See you soon. Okay guys, now we're gonna solder, which I forgot to tell you that you'll need a soldering gun, or if you can figure out a way to stick this into somehow with, I don't know, but the only way I know of is soldering. And we're going to do 2 wires. One's going to be a left, one's going to be a right, actually, and then a third one for your shield. Basically, these are designed this way. For those of you who don't know how to read those instructions on the back of the packet, this diagram right here. Basically, these two complete a circuit. These two complete a circuit, and here's your ground. Okay, now if we go back to this diagram that's on this page, you'll see that you're going to need your S, your R, and your T. Here's your tip, your ring, and your sleeve. Okay, and those are going to correspond with this. Okay guys, we're back. Here's my soldering that I did on the back of this. Basically, this is how the breakdown will be. You're going to have to use the diagram from the website to configure this in a way where it would go tip, ring, and sleeve. Again, that's tip, ring, sleeve. You got to connect your wiring, whatever it's leading to your tip. This one is going to go to your ring and your sleeve. Okay, so we're going to get to the head unit now. What we need to do is remove these 2 pieces of silver trim. Tools that you'll need is a screwdriver or a trim removal tool. And what we want to do is put our tool in between the silver and the black, and we're going to slowly apply pressure and pop off the trim. Fair warning is do not use the tool solely. Try to use your hands as much as possible, helping out the tool as you pull at the same time. Don't use the tool as a primary source of leverage. Try to use your hands as much as you can. There you go. So that's the trim. Need you to observe that there's 4 clips, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the areas that are holding on to the vehicle itself. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here are your bolts for the head unit. There's going to be a total of 4, and now I'm going to do the next one. And the next time we come back, we'll be removing the head unit. All right, here I am on my last one. The screws putting him down, and here comes the head unit. Let's see, how do we pull this out? Woo! There we go. Here is your head unit. Alright, so the head unit's out. Here are my cables. We're going to go ahead and put the ones with the 3 wires at the bottom shelf. It's going to hook up right here in the back. I know it's a little hard to see, but it should slide right there. And then the one with the 2, red on the right hand side, depending on however you look at it, slide right on top. There's a total of 8 pins down there in the back, and that should hold it just fine. So before we install the radio, what we want to do is a test. So next thing is to find the key in the car. Where we're going to put it. Here it is. And start it up. And for some of you, shut up. All right, for some of you, you will not have the option to press aux. As you can see, here's my radio. But now that that is installed correctly because of the resistor, you are able to actually click on aux. So to test it, I went ahead and plugged in I have a Bluetooth thing. It goes in there. It's pretty neat, by Belkin. I like it. I highly recommend it. I don't even know what model number it is. But anyways, it goes in here, plugs in, as you can see. As you can hear, it already works as far as that's concerned. And now we're going to test it, since it's Bluetooth, wirelessly for music. So let me put the pin in for that one. Okay, and then here we go. There it is. Oh, what happened here? Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go. Perfect. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know. Works? This I know. Awesome. Now what we're gonna do is drill a hole right here and hide all these cables and run this nut on the outside of it and lock it up. So that'll be on the next segment. So after much, I did a pilot hole originally, and I ended up with a size of, I know it's kind of non-standard, but it's a 15/64. Seems to be the right size of hole. You might want to figure out where you might want to put this hole, but I decided that this is probably the best spot for it. I'm all right with it right there. So let's go ahead and try to fit it through. It should fit perfectly as it did before. So it should be good. And what you want to do is put this locking nut. Hopefully you removed it before you got to this point, and secure it. And that should be it. And then we're just going to reinstall, and that should complete this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope somebody gets some use out of this. You guys have, take care. Bye.